Hey guys, my name is Leia and welcome back to Anime Recap Pro. In today's video, we are finishing up part 2 of The Misfit of the Demon King Academy. But before we get started, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started. Last time we left off as Anos entered the Magic Sword Tournament. Krut Ludowell is easily defeated by Anos, who enrages Emilia, his sister. Then Lei wins his match, revealing his affiliation with a royalist group in the process. When Anos detects a problem backstage, he confronts Lei, who is being held captive by a contractual demon sword. Anos gives his mother his sword after he triumphs in his following contest. When Anos and Misa arrive at Long North Magic Hospital, they run into Lei's adoptive mother, Shayla Gransley, who suffers from spirit disease. She discusses Lei's past and clarifies that the royalists are in charge of him. Anos conjures up a fresh magic spell to aid Sheila, and Misa offers to use it. In the meantime, Emilia confronts Anos' mother and the Anos fan union to disqualify him stealing his sword. She uses Golzora to attack them, but the fan union uses magic to defend Isabella and the expense of suffering severe burns. As soon as Anos gets there, he paralyzes Emilia and casts Ent to heal his mother, the girls, and himself. Anos then requests the names of each girl, expressing his gratitude and debt for them for defending his mother. Then, in a fit of rage, he teleports Emilia to the arena, where he fatally stabs her with a sword. She is made to publicly acknowledge him as the real Demon King of Tyranny while pleading for her life, which is now how he degrades her. Then, because she had broken his trust, he killed her. He immediately revives her as a hybrid to view this nation from a different angle using Azub. She is also cursed by him to always resurrect as a hybrid after dying. Lei halts Misa to preserve her life force at the hospital. He then speaks with his adoptive mother, who advises him to live his life however he pleases. Before Anos can come back, Lei leaves. Anos and Lei square off in the championship match the following day. Anos is informed of the special rule that would harm Lei and Sheila before the duel starts. If Lei is victorious, the contractual demon sword will obliterate his source. Sheila's condition will worsen if the spirit drain ring stops receiving magic power. Despite the blackmail, Lei fights on his terms, allowing Anos to commit fully. The winner is Anos in the end. The stage is then transported to a different dimension as Melhace makes himself known as the tournament's mastermind. To combat Anos, he summons Gaios and Yidol, but Lei makes a surprise appearance and beheads both Elder Dragon Emperors. The fact that Anos destroyed the object in his final strike indicates that Lei did not pass away despite being victorious. However, Lei jumps after Sheila into a different dimension when Melhace admits he is holding her hostage. Melhace and Benno Yven attack Anos and Lei in absolute space as he confidently moves there. Anos must use more magic power to safeguard both locations because they are apart. When Lei uses his mother's spirit sword form to slash through Benno Yven, his dimensional prison subspace, Melhace is startled. As Anos starts to run out of magic power, Melhace gloats about their defeat. Melhace boasts that he would still have plenty of reserves even if his Benno Yven were destroyed. Anos follows the scratch left on his cheek by the spirit sword to appear behind him suddenly. Melhace escapes quickly, captures him inside a Benno Yven silo, and then explodes the silo. While celebrating his victory, he's shocked to learn that Anos is still alive. His source of destruction was revived and he regained all of his magic power thanks to the effects of the Spirit Drain Ring and Benno Yven. He slashes at Melhace, but he is able to avoid it. Melhace's legs are suddenly severed from his body due to Venus Dunoa, destroying the justification for why avoiding the attack meant dodging it. All of Melhace's attacks were deflected by Anos, who then pierced his skull with Venus Dunoa to deactivate the device inside of him. After meeting with Anos, Melhace regains his composure and describes what transpired. Anos can distinguish the sources of the Elder Demon Emperors from those that Lei earlier killed by summoning them. The latter ones are destroyed by an unidentified figure who has entered the Dimension Prison when Anos attempts to revive them to learn more about Avos Delevia. Anos gives Melhace the order to revive Gaios and Yidol and free them from the Dimension Prison after the figure departs so that they can return to reality. Anos revives Sheila after healing Lei, revealing that her true form was a sword, and the two embrace. Sasha then gives Anos a commemorative sword and gives him a cheek kiss. The scene changes to a flashback to 2,000 years ago, when Anos came with his army to the city of Gyrodite in the human realm to meet hero Kanon. When Anos arrived, the king's troops thought he would start a new war, but Anos said he came to ask Kanan to meet him in the Delzagade to discuss a plan. At that time, Kanan's teacher, a human named Jegra, attacked Anos in a way no one expected. Jegra is angry with the demon race because they killed his wife and child. Anos easily defended himself, and then the attacker said that humans had killed his mother in the past. Back in the present, there will be a student exchange between the Demon King Academy and the Hero Academy Arklaniska in the human realm. Anos gave Shin's sword to Lei so that Lei could train with it before the competition at the Hero Academy Arklaniska. Lei still needs to remember something about the sword. Because Anos had cursed Emilia before, their class had a substitute teacher who told them they could only enter the competition if they could find the fastest way to the Hero Academy. As soon as Anos had heard that, he used magic to teleport his team to Arklaniska in the blink of an eye. When they got to Arklaniska, they all split up. Unitarian will be shown the way to Hero Academy by Misha and Misa, while Lei tours the city. Anos and Sasha went to Hero Academy first to look for Hero Kanan's reincarnation. Eleanor Bianca, a third-year girl at Hero Academy, shows them around after they meet her. Anos asked Eleanor if Hero Kanan was reborn in this time. Eleanor told him that Hero Kanan had been killed by humans 2,000 years ago. The human realm has a festival at night, and Anos and his friends go. During their date at the festival, Lei gives Misa Mishence's necklace. The necklace isn't just any necklace. Instead, it signifies that a man wants a girl to be his wife. The following day, the Demon Academy and Hero Academy have scheduled competition against each other. Comprises a third-year male student from the noble race named Aini. The Hero Academy team easily beats the Revis team, which was a shame, but it didn't take long for it to come out that the Hero Academy had cheated by using holy water, which could make the demon race feel a lot of pain. So in the end, the Revis team lost. This made Anos angry, so he used his power to take away the Hero Academy team's holy water and then challenge them to a fight. During the battle, it became clear that Lei could use swords from the demon race and swords from the human race. In short, the Anos team won and even beat 2 students from the Hero Academy team who were thought to be Hero Kanan's reincarnations. After his team lost, a Hero Academy student named Zeshia Bianca appeared out of nowhere and blew up her root in front of Anos. She was trying to kill him, but this didn't bother Anos, even when Zeshia blew herself up repeatedly. When Anos got tired of Zeshia's actions and stopped them, she heard Eleanor's voice from deep within her heart. The voice of Eleanor told Anos to go to the temple under the lake, where Zeshia could be stopped. As he seals Zeshia's root, Anos tells Misha to go to the temple. Diego Kanan Iesica, the leader of the Hero Academy, is introduced to Misha at the shrine. Fortunately, Anos arrived and tortured Diego after torturing Misha to the point where she almost died. Anos meets Eleanor in the temple, where he sees thousands of black bubbles after healing Misha. It is revealed that Eleanor is not a human, but rather a magical being with the ability to create roots, and that bubble appears to contain Zeshia's root, so that Eleanor can produce their clones using the roots she created, regardless of how many times Anos killed Zeshia or Diego. Eleanor is thought to be descendant from Jurga, who still harbors resentment and wants to wipe out the demon race. Eleanor begged Anos to kill her at that time so she could be free from the Jurga root's evil influence, but Anos refused. Avos Dilhevia unexpectedly showed up in the temple with 3 elder demon emperors. It was surprising that Avos could take the Evans Mana Sword and carry it away despite the fact that he had apparently come to retrieve Hero Kanan's Evans Mana Sword. Remember, the only sword in the world that Anos cannot use or take is Evans Mana. Avos then left the temple to declare war on both the humans and the demon races. Designed to be a sword that could kill all demons, was currently on him, so he felt like there was nothing to be afraid of. Anos and his team attempted to stop Avos because they could not let the war happen. On the other hand, as they approached the battleground, Lei made a farewell request of Misa for half of Mishence's necklace. The war started. The Anos team tried to stop the Avos forces from attacking humanity. The 3 elder demon emperors who supported Avos were to be confronted by the elder demon emperors who supported Anos. Lei abruptly vanished in the midst of battle, leading their team to believe he had perished. However, Anos was confident that Lei would not succumb to his injuries, so he persisted in the fight while looking for Avos. Finally, Anos locates Avos and confronts him. Avos attacked Anos with the sword Evans Mana as they battled. Anos realized that Avos was actually Lei, Hero Canon's reincarnation. When Anos discovered Mishence's necklace, which Lei had previously asked Misa for, he understood this. Then Avos revealed to prevent Anos from being pursued by humans, he posed as a fake Demon King. Because of Jirga's provocations, the human race has despised the demon race until now. Only after the Demon King has completely destroyed will the hatred end. Because of this, Lei assumed the identity of Avos, a demon king, so that the human race could kill him and the resentment would vanish. However, Anos didn't want Lei to give up his life for him, so he allowed Lei to stab him with the Evans monosword. With his remaining strength, Anos transformed himself into Avos and ordered the demon race troops to cease their assault. Obviously, Anos was taking these actions to carry out Lei's strategy so that the resentment between people could end. Just that Anos allowed himself to be killed as part of that plan, and then he actually passed away. Unfortunately, Diego, a spirit from Jirga, did not permit the human race troops to flee despite the fact that Anos had been destroyed and had died. Instead, he gave them orders to exterminate the entire demon species. Lei eventually turned to attack Diego, who later transformed back into the Jirga spirit that grew enormously and was given the name Sacred Magic. Due to their increasingly constrained circumstances, Sasha and Misha combined to become the woman known as Aisha. Even so, Jirga still possessed unrivaled sacred magic power. Jirga mobilized 10,000 Zeshia to explode in the army of the demon race, but Anos stopped the explosion before it happened. After reawakening the root within him, Anos appears to have been able to stand up once more. By combining their abilities, Anos and Lei vanquish Jirga. Anos gave Jirga a magical necklace when he passed away, enabling him to communicate with the spirits of his wife and children. Jirga passed away quietly. After that, Anos transformed Eleanor's magic, which had originally belonged to Jirga, into his own using Venusdona's sword, so Eleanor could live in peace. Once the fighting was over, the human and demonic races acknowledged Anos as the true Demon King. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate your support.